Good evening, Australian people. I'm really happy to be here with you, introducing our La Española Masterclass about olive oil. We will have here Juan González, who is an olive oil expert, and will explain you everything you want about olive oil. Not only about the process, but the different varieties and the usages of each olive oil. And let's start to learning. And I'm really proud to introduce us our expert in olive oil, Juan González. And we are really happy to have him here because he's going to answer all the questions, or most of the questions we as consumers have about olive oil. He's an expert, and I'm sure that he's going to answer us everything. And in case you don't find out wherever you want to know, you just write us in our social media profiles. Remember, Eat Spanish and La Española AU. Hello, Juan. Can you tell us or explain us a little bit about the whole production process? Because sometimes we don't know where the olive oil comes from.
The production process starts at the olive tree farm between the months of October and March of the following year. The next step of the process happens at the mill. Within 24 hours, those olives that have been previously harvested must reach the mill, and the olive oil contained in them must be extracted. The resulting juice can be used in two different purposes. Can be extra virgin if it meets certain requirements of quality, right? Excellency qualities actually, and or lampant oil. Extra virgin olive oil can be put in the bottle and sent to the market directly, whereas lampant oil needs to go through an additional process of refining. That oil usually has some defects that we need to remove. That's why this refining process takes place. This part of the process is mostly natural nowadays, and also enables the oil for different uses. In fact, we cannot say that one type is healthier than the other. In fact, it's just a matter of different uses and different flavor profiles, right? There are consumers that really want to enjoy the olive oil, but without the flavors that comes in an extra virgin, right? And for those, it's preferable to go for a mild and light like this one. Different types of oils doesn't mean that one is healthier than the other. The difference lies at the level of the use and the flavor. There are consumers that need olive oil for hot uses. In that case, mild and light is preferable. Cooking, baking, grilling. There are other consumers that also prefer to enjoy the healthy benefits of olive oil without the organoleptic that we can find in extra virgin olive oil, for example. Those are the ones that, again, like a mild and light profile. But then there are others that really want to find that fruitness, those positive attributes, right, that comes in extra virgin olive oil, and those are the ones that will go for this other range of products.
Interesting, Juan. And then what about the olives varieties? Because we used to hear that there are more than 200 types of olives in Spain. Is that true? Are all of them used for olive oil? Let us explain us a little bit.
Yes, Ichazo. Well, actually, there are more than 250 genetically identified cultivars in our country. However, due to different factors, like yield, consumer's preference, and others like the versatility of the olive, both consumption and production have slowly focused on 4 to 5. And just to mention, I think it's worth it to mention picual, hojiblanca, manzanilla, and arbequina. Then, I would also like to tell you about the uses, because not every olive is suitable for every use, right? Olives can be used can be eaten directly, right? It can be used as table olive, or they can be used for the production of olive oil. But I can give you two examples. For example, Gordal, which is our queen olive. Well, just because it's big, we can think that it has a lot of olive oil inside. However, the yield is very low. It has a big pit, and the flesh doesn't contain too much oil, right? So it's not suitable at all for the production of olive oil. However, we have arbequina as another example. Arbequina is a very small olive, but the trees produce a lot, so that helps to increase the yield significantly, and that's why that olive has a total opposite use as Gordal. But then we have others that can be used in both ways. As the example, manzanilla, which is traditional from the area of Seville, and hojiblanca, Córdoba and Málaga, right, are two good examples of that.
I think that most of our consumers here and the people that eat in us used to use olive oil because of their health benefits. I mean, can you explain them a little bit more about which are these health benefits?
Yes, regarding the health benefits of olive oil, this is the big thing about our product. There are three different benefits we can mention. The first one is the monounsaturated fatty acid content, okay, the oleic acid. Olive oil is the fat that has the highest content of this acid in nature, and actually it is very important because it helps to keep the bad cholesterol level low. I'm talking about the LDL cholesterol, and the good one, the HDL, at high levels. The second benefit is the polyphenol. It's the polyphenol content, which is very important as it prevents the aging of our tissues. Finally, olive oil is a source of vitamins A, D, E, and K. I would like to stand out vitamin E because of its antioxidant effect and how it helps to keep our immune system strong.
And then sometimes we can have glass bottles, tins, and the different types of formats. And what about the storage of olive oil?
Well, storage conditions is critical. Okay, so if we want to enjoy the good qualities of an olive oil during its best before or during the shelf life. In that sense, olive oil is affected by three main enemies: light, air, and heat. That's why we always recommend to keep your oils away from the heat, right? From the hot areas in the kitchen, and always, and most importantly, for extra virgins in dark places. The reason is that both air and light enhance the oxidation process of the oil, which is something that we want to prevent. It's a main source of loss of quality in these oils. But then, in terms of when we talk about heat, and most particularly for when we talk about extra virgin olive oil, well, what happens is that actually the aromas and flavors go away, right? So if we want to enjoy them, That's why we need them to be in those cold areas. Let me just talk shortly about mild and light. As it's mostly a refined olive oil, I must say that the refining process helps these oils to be more resistant against these enemies. That's why these oils, for example, are traditionally presented in clear bottles, because and that's actually the reason why we use these olive oils for hot purposes, as well as cooking, baking, or grilling.
And now, due to your expertise, can you explain us a little bit more about what are the positive, the negative attributes of the olive oil, and then how is the taste done? I mean, why these blue glasses? Can you explain us? I'm really sure that all our friends in Australia would like to know more about this. Thanks, Juan.
If you remember, we were saying at the beginning of this video that at the extraction level we can obtain two different olive juices, right? The extra virgin and lampant, right? Well, this leads me to talk to you about the different attributes in olive oil, the positive and the negative. When we are in front of extra virgin olive oil, we can only talk about positive attributes. And in that sense, we have always three of them. The first one is the fruitiness, the second one is the pungency, and the third one is the bitterness. All of them are equally important. And all of them actually will differ depending on the variety of olives that we are using. In general, something that must also be considered is the balance among the three. When we talk about fruitiness, depending on the variety, we can have flavors and aromas like banana, for example. Arbequina is offering us banana, nutty flavors, whereas Hojiblanca is offering artichoke, tomato, grass. When we talk about bitterness and pungency, you must know that those are the way polyphenols express themselves. And not every variety has the same types of polyphenols. There are more than 100 different polyphenols. So each variety will offer different types. Some of them, so that's why we find varieties, we find olive oils that are pungent and no bitter, opposite, and others that lack both of them or have both of them, right? Arbequina, for example, is low in polyphenols, so we will not find a bitterness at all, and maybe just depending on the way we run the process of production, maybe a bit of pungency. Whereas others like Picual, the main variety in Spain and the main in the world, 50% of our olive trees are Picual, and which means 20% worldwide. Where that one is actually a great variety, offering a great complexity in fruitness, fig, wood, but also pungency and bitterness. Then it is time to talk about the negative attributes. They happen due to a mismanagement during the production process. They are all perfectly identified, and there are no more than 10. Vinegar, mold, rancid, metallic, and so on. Every single one is related to a very particular part of the production process. That's why it's so important to control the production process at every step, to avoid these attributes or these defects arising. Just as an example, so you understand, for example, when we keep olives waiting for the extraction piled in the outside for a long time, right? We are let's say that, well, we are helping the fermentation processes to happen. This will give us lead us into a defect called mold, and that's why refining is needed when we with these lampant oils, because when we refine, we remove all these defects.
Well, thank you for seeing us. I hope you have enjoyed and learned a lot about olive oil. And just remember that you can find the whole La Española olive oil range at Coles supermarket. As Juan, our expert in olive oil, has said, we have extra virgin olive oil, mild flavor, medium flavor, glass bottle, tin, and when you want to cook, bake, and you have a lighter flavor or with a higher smoking point, remember you can find the mild and light olive oil. And said this, I just like to thank you, our friends of Eat Spanish, and remember you that you can find a lot of recipes, cooking tips, and everything you need for cooking in our social media profiles, Eat Spanish and La Española AU. And happy evening.